So this is the major problem of the skirt, is that this particular panel number 7, is basically a little bit wonky, and wonky in terms of the balls have been, the circles have been cut out in the wrong positions compared to, say, the one next to it. You may just do that. You can see that's the same position there. So you can see where the screwdriver is supposed to end is where the top of the circle should be cut. So you see how it's like there, and it's like there. So it's lower. The circles have been cut lower. And I think the story is the same all the way down. So it means I've got to either, I'm not sure, I was thinking of just chopping out the whole panel and starting over a new panel, basically. I wasn't quite sure what the best way to do would be. So, yeah. The trouble is that it's right at the front of the skirt. So it's basically quite noticeable. I suppose if it was around the back I wouldn't mind so much, but it's like the front panel, so I really have to try and do something with it really before I start to do anything more to the skirt or anything else. So the main thing is how to get it out, because it's been held in with no more nails, so trying to remove that panel is going to be a bit of a messy job. I may just have to use a saw and then just try to cut it out, I guess. I don't really have many options in terms of power tools. It's also been tacked in with nails, so they all need to come out. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the panel out in one successful piece. I think it's just going to rip apart, but I think I'm just going to have to accept that. I'm going to have to replace it anyway. The only other thing I can do is try and refill the holes and then recut them, but again, that's tricky, because you'd be basically filling with filler and then trying to raise the holes, recut them with a hole cutter and get them to the right height, which means you'd be kind of half cutting filler and then cutting into wood. I'm not sure how it might work, I don't know, but the main thing beyond that is, yeah, the panel's all skew-off anyway. It's buckled here. It's all quite messy here. It's really bulging out, actually, so it's supposed to be quite, it's supposed to come out a bit more than that or something. It's supposed to, anyway, it's buckled, so the whole panel, something needs to be done about it. Not really sure what the best thing to do is, really. If cut it out or just refill the holes and cut them. But yeah, I think I'm just going to take the whole panel out. If thinking about it now, I mean, it's two jobs basically. You have to. If I can get the whole panel out in one go, that would be great, and then I can just maybe reset the holes by refilling them and recutting them. It would be easier to have the panel out to do that. Maybe I can try and do that. The only other thing I can do, I mean, either way, it just means I still got to take the panel out. I mean, the other option is just to lift the whole panel up, raise it by the difference of the height of the holes. So then, when you raise the panel up, the holes marry up. But then, because it's slightly triangular, you have to start reshaping the panel to get it to refit again. So there's no real easy way of doing it. I guess ultimately the best thing to do is just to put a whole new panel in there with new holes cut. I'd rather not do that, because it means, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping to just salvage as much of the panels as possible without replacing too much. But I don't know. I'll have to think anyway. The main thing is to get it out. So that's what I'm going to do now, and hopefully not wreck the Dalek in the process.